Hi, this is my TR for this evening, and it is on the movie of Narnia that we watched. And what I did for this week is a couple of the scenes actually, but what the lion did is the lion did, how this relates to the story of Adam and Eve, is how the lion breathed on the other animals and figures of their side of Narnia and their people. I guess they were people, or the people and animals that were frozen, and he breathed on them. And what God had to do to create life and things and Adam and Eve is to breathe, and to breathe on them, which breathing is something we just obviously do, but when God was breathing on the animals and breathing on Adam and Eve and the things to create life, he started generations and he started several things, and I feel like it's more than just kind of breathing. I feel like it's just more than starting something and having a creation throughout life. And the story deals with certain moral intent, and it belongs to past no more than it belongs to present and future. And what I mean by that is he who created he created earth, and he settled heaven and fashioned them into the seven heavens, and he knows all things. And he taught Adam all the names and presented them forces. Then he said, tell me the names of those if you're right. And I feel like these are just different parts that are separated into this story. And I feel like this story is based on just literature, and you have to translate it through what you really think, that you have to process this story into the movie. And I feel like there are different signs, but I feel like you have to process this story in general and process it into something you're thinking. And this is just I feel like I always never believed, honestly, in Adam and Eve, and I feel like it was something that was kind of made up, and then it's just like, well, you have to start something, or you can't. It wasn't just cars and phones and people and city here. It wasn't just that. It had to start from a base one, and God had to do that, and you breathe on things, and you create life, and there's like a pattern, and one after another. And I feel like the first impression of this story is I feel like it's just such an amazing story in general. And I feel like it is just kind of an interesting story. And this is where the creation of the story in universe, man, in Genesis, it appears to give a generic significance to the story of Adam in Genesis. And Adam in the story is mankind taking place solely on Earth, but it also represents the mention of Earth and the story and I feel like the description of the Garden of Adam and the ideal of humanity, and also the clear contrast of where the description actually parades elsewhere in another part where this really takes place. And I feel like it's just really important, and I feel like I'm trying to explain it, but it's just such a for me, it's complicated to just wrap my head around, but I know this is a true story, and I know this is really something that I truly believe in, and I think it's pretty cool how God breathes, and God, when he breathes, he breathes and gives us life. He gives us air. He gives us things. And I feel like when he breathes, like he kind of when you pray and you ask him for things or forgiveness or help in your life, he's breathing. He's giving you that air. He's giving you that air to function, and he's giving you that air so you can just you can breathe and you know what you're doing. And I just feel I feel like everyone either has that type of air in their life where they just try to go on their own path and just breathe that way, or they follow God's path and use his air to help breathe. And I feel like it's all in a matter of faith. And God helps people, and he helps people who do believe and don't believe. But what really happens at the end of life is the people that were the true believers. Thank you for listening to my TR. I hope you have a good night. Thank you.